Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.
Hello and welcome back to day 3 on This Is Ireland. We have got the Fiat 13090 over there ploughing. We've got the 6810, we are on that cultivating. Still not got the temperatures right for drilling any crops at the moment. We are at the moment getting the land work down. All the land that needs cultivating also needs ploughing, although we may pop over to the next two, well, fields A and B on the next field. We may go and get them cultivated, or we may keep this tractor on the cultivator on hired worker, go and get some fertiliser and start putting the fertiliser down as well. We are going to catch the plough very quickly with this tractor, so if we catch up with the tractor before we get the field ploughed, then we may well get the 390T, get the fertiliser and get it spread on the fields. Do one stage of fertilisation before we start to do any drilling. Yeah, they're really getting on well here. Excuse me. We shall cultivate as much as we can till we catch up with him. Then we may go and get the fertiliser. I'm not sure whether we've got any fertiliser over at the yard. It will be good to get some fertiliser on, and once again we got ourselves smallish equipment to get us started. We will increase our equipment as we go forward. The 6810 and the Fiat are working very hard indeed. And on 9-day seasons, as on this map as well, the standard start-off seasons, it is only just turned 7 o'clock in the morning, so a nice early start here to get some land worked. And going to do 4 lots of video and splice them in. We'll have some jump cuts. We will go to a bit later in the day to show you 3 or 4 different sections within the Let's Play. They're not catching up with the tractor and plough as quick as what I thought they would. Bearing in mind we've only got a small plough on our tractor at the moment. We are getting ready. As soon as the temperature is up to where we need it, we will be getting the drilling started. We may start drilling with a 390T, leave these 2 tractors see the Fiat at a distance ploughing away, doing a great job. If the Fiat does get ploughed up, we will put the worker on this tractor and take the Fiat over to the next field. And now we are quite okay here on the 6810. We will, once we've had our jump cut, we shall join you back about 10 o'clock in the morning so you can see how far we've got. Everything working nicely. It is 7:15 in the morning. A lot of this is getting cultivated in now. 100% sure on what crops we are putting in each field at the moment. Supermax Springtime really does do a good job. Not too hard to pull. Pulls the soil about enough for the drill. So we are now going to have a jump cut. We shall see you around 10:30. I'm sure do the next part of the video. We're going to do, as I say, do this in 4 parts, so we will see you after the jump cut. Okay, we are back with you. We've still got the Fiat ploughing the other field. The cultivator has caught up with the plough, so we've got the fertiliser spreader out. The field they're ploughing at the moment is fertilised. Field 6 is fertilised, and we are now in 29A and 29B, getting the first stage of fertiliser onto these fields. And you know, with seasons back, we have to do 3-stage fertilisation again, which is great. We haven't got the money to do any liming. It does really need some lime on it, but at the minute we haven't got the money for the lime, so we are going to fertilise all the fields, get them sprayed to kill the weeds, and get them drilled, and that is all we're doing this season. We will next season get the lime on once we've got some crops harvested. We'll now take a chop through here, get ourselves in line, away we go. We will be popping back shortly to the tractor that's ploughing. I'll have to get it moved. It wants to come over here, do these two fields next. $3.90T. It's okay fertilising on this stage. We haven't got any row crops for it, so it won't be doing the fertilising and spreading after this, but it's fine on here. Don't need the row crops to do bare land. Now we should come down this side of here. Then also we need to head over to field 31, which is close to the lime station, but we haven't got the money to hire the company to bring the lime and tip it at the field, so we're going to manage without lime this season. This is a pretty quick job, not long getting across what food fields we've got with this. We'll soon be in a position where we can cut the grass and get some hay to sell. Which is great. That will allow us some extra money for anything we need on the farm until the harvest time. We do plan on getting some cows, so we may store up some hay until such time that we can afford the cows. A little bit left in this field, then we shall %42 left in here, so we can now head over to field 31. We actually need to be going out of here to the right. And then we need to go left at the bottom. We'll get it down there, park it up, and then we shall head down, find field 31. I think this one we find it's down at one of the dirt tracks in the area. think this is the track we need to take. Not 100% sure on this, so don't hold me to it. No, it's not this one we need. I think if we go down this track, there's loads of little palm tracks dotted about in the area. I think that's our field there. Not really sure, don't think it is. No, that's field 18. So there's a nice pond there for collecting the water, nice fishing pond. Is that the track we need down to our field? I think it is. This is the one. We've found the right track now. We will get this down to field 31, then head off and start cultivating again. Need to open the gate. Here is our field. We shall switch that off there. This tractor has got very little left to plough now. As you see, it needs lime, but it is fertilised 33%, which is great. Back onto 6810. We shall continue cultivating. We've just got field 29 left to cultivate and plough, then everything is done as far as this end goes. Away we go again. Fertilising state. It is changing the colour of it as you cultivate. That's because it's taking the fertiliser under the ground. All good there. A little wide with our tractor, to be honest. Our tractor and plough is almost finished now, so we will leave you there, join you, what is it now, 20 past 11. We'll join you about 2 o'clock and see how we've got on. We are back, we are in field 29A. The tractor has been ploughing a while. We've finished the fertilising, or the first stage of fertilising. And we are ploughing and cultivating the last 2 plots that we will be drilling. Get this land nicely cultivated, then we can put the drill on and get started drilling next time. Hopefully the ground temperatures will be a little higher. It should be into mid-spring next time you join us. this is and then we may be still ploughing and cultivating next time you join us. May mean the 390T will have to come on the cultivator so we can get the 6810 on the drill. Not been too long getting around here. We'll have to see it right down to 3,700 in the bank, so we will have to have a look and see going forward whether we can find some contracts to do, try and earn ourselves a bit of money to boost up the bank balance. Everything spend at the moment. Tractors are getting very low on fuel, so we need to refuel those, which is going to take a big chunk of the money we've got. Even if we just do find some transporting contract, get them sorted out at first. Got a good bit of work left to do. Should easily get this field done within the game day. Get caught up with the ploughing, bit of fertiliser spreading. We have now got the first level of fertiliser onto the ground. Next two stages will be added once the crop is growing. Plenty of time at the minute to get everything sorted. Get up close to our New Holland. Oh, we switched off that. We should jump on the New Holland. Let our worker have an early finish. And we shall do a bit of ploughing ourselves. Tractor really does sound nice throaty noise to it. Away we go again. We will have another jump cut shortly and join you towards the end of the day. We should have the hired worker back on here and we could be on the 6J810 again for the rest of the day. This Lemken Opel 90, although not the biggest of ploughs, is ideal for the amount of land we've got at the moment. We may get shut of the 390T and get something a bit more powerful that can have a bigger plough on it going forward. Just plough pretty quickly, 8 mile an hour at 8 inches deep. Everything going as it should so far. Let's get towards late spring, early summer. If we're going to have some decent weather, we can get the grass cut and get some hay made. Some of the hay we shall store in the shed. May even make some silage bales and store up, ready for when we have the money, so we can get some sheep on, some cows on the farm. This is now time for another jump cut. We shall see you back again towards the end of the day, so you know how far we've got with the work. So we shall see you in the click of a finger, to us in a couple of 3 hours. So we shall see you shortly. Okay, we are at 5 o'clock at night. This field is finished ploughing. We're going to continue on with the cultivator. Get a nice seed bed ready for the drill coming in. And can get right to the end, saved doing an headland with the roadways being on either end of it, so that's good. See there our Fiat ploughing away in 29B. We are cultivating now. We will continue this through till the end of the day. Probably the next in-game day will again be the cultivating and ploughing. I'm not sure. It's all done. But we have only another 2.5 hours in game time left in which to get this work done. So probably not get it finished today. I've got the first level of fertiliser on every field now ready. The grassland is beginning to sprout now as we come to the end of early spring. Should be able to soon get some grass mowing done, but we need to get the fields drilled as well. Have a check on the weather, and it looks like on Sunday, so today, so Sunday looks like it's going to be a wet day, so that will be wind speed 8.4, fairly high wind speed. Drying potential is no, not yet, so not a good time at the minute for doing hay, even if we've got the time grass cut long enough to do it. Everything will come nicely. This tractor done 4.6 hours already. So much different with seasons. I mean, this is done just about every field with the cultivator on, and the repair marker has hardly gone down at all. Great news. The standard in-game repair times was way too soon. Fiat there, you can see now we've got close enough to it to see that it is working pretty well. The Fiat is the biggest tractor we've got on the farm at 130 horsepower as well, so really needs something a little bigger for doing some of the jobs. We will now get set back in again. This will be continued after the stream. We have come to the end now. It's 5:30. We will continue on for another 2 hours off camera. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to Summer Farm Estates. If you'd like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon. It will tell you when these videos are published, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. Bye bye.